All right. So again with the arm action, real good arm action. The hands are staying down, elbows working up, elbows working in. Our bat is stacked. Okay, on top of the hands, that's a really nice path of the arm is really outstanding. The hands are turning over, right through contact, really nice. I really like the arm action a lot. We talked about the top hand, right about there. We can see that wrist kind of poking out and cupping. Okay, but try to see how Zach's hands are still right here. He's not cupping that hand, so let's try to avoid that. That path, good. The arm action, the throwing path, is really nice. Hands turning over right through contact, very good. Okay. Now I will say right here, your head is kind of down, whereas his head is back. And you can see how he's creating a little bit more. I'm tracing your spines. Zach's spine looks like this, and our spine here looks, a little more like, that. So try to get the head back a little bit more as you go. And the other thing that'll balance it out too is, and really this might be, the biggest thing is Zach's getting a little bit more leg drive. Watch how he really drives. See how much more that leg is pushing, because your leg isn't going as hard. You see the difference? Okay, and you're kind of more trying to force it to turn a little bit. He's got more tilt, a little less turn. Okay, but it's a good swing. It really is good. When we talk about the swing, we got three main things. It's our back leg, our back arm, and our front side. All we want to do with that back leg is we got to get it ready. It's got to drive. Got to do two things. I don't think we're driving. We want to feel like it's going. See, his leg is going before that front foot gets down. I feel like you're down before that leg really gets to driving. I think we're forcing a little bit of turn. See it? Okay. The back leg's got to do two things. It's got to get ready, and it's got to go. But it needs to go. It needs to start unloading before the foot gets down. So it's here, and see, I'm going. Boom. Boom, here, okay? Yep. Needs to go a little sooner. Your bat path with your hands is very good, the throwing pattern, and that's really just a throw. That arm is here, 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 and here, right through it. Okay? And then with that front side, we always want, if we imagine our left side, we always want more tilt and less turn. So keep that head back. Not down. If I go down with my head, my body does this. It comes forward. If my head stays back, my body is like that. Okay? All right, so when we're looking at these throws down here, that really is the whole swing. Okay? This is the swing. Look at the back leg. Back leg's got to get ready. Back leg's got to drive sideways and go. Focus on the back leg. Get ready and go. Look how quiet the knees are. The knees stay bent inside of the feet. Okay? That front side, what does it do? We try to keep it square, and we try to tilt it more than turn it. Okay? Look at that tilt. We create that nice backward C. Okay? And then the arm action is a throwing pattern, which you're doing real good with that. Again, look at your throwing pattern here. Okay? Out of the glove, elbow works up, elbow works down to the ball, and the hands throw through. Okay? We look here, look at the throwing pattern. Out of the glove, and look at that hand pronate right through the throw. Just like that, just like you're doing here. Okay, so it is a throw. Look at your hand pronate right through it. We want to throw it. Okay? All right, so I want to do a few of these. So if you see him here live, you see the foot step out, toe kind of goes to the pitcher off the tee. He doesn't do that. You can see how square Zach is. Zach, he kind of steps across. He closes down, so he's really going at the ball. You don't want to get too much of that, but I'd much rather have a player that's diving in towards it than away. So Zach really kind of goes in towards it. But like I say, this is a really nice contact position. of Reed here in the top. What's up, Trevor? How's the leg, man? Don't get hit over it. That's a nice cut. You know, we're off the back. You know, we've got pretty good tilt there behind it. And Reed's hands, you know, turn over pretty good. You can see him turning over off the tee. So he finishes, you know, he really finishes that throw. And anytime we throw, your hand, when you release the ball, your hand pronates. So an overhand throw looks like this. The sidearm throw looks like this. That's the hand rolling over. And that's what gives Reed that snap. And that's why his ball carries, is because he's cracking the whip. You know, he's giving all his energy away because his hands are really active through the ball. A lot of people teach, you know, keep your hands flat through the ball, and then you don't crack the whip that way. Right? You don't transfer. You can see how quickly Zach's hands really turn over well through the ball. So that pronation is just the natural finish of any throw. Yeah. Well, no, the topspin's created. No. Topspin is really created by where you make contact with the ball. So we don't really want topspin. We want backspin. So if you hit the ball on the bottom, it's going to backspin. If you hit it on the top, it's going to topspin. And the hands don't. They begin to pronate. You know, if you look at Zach, they begin to pronate at contact, but then they don't really finish pronating until after. What it really is an indication of, did I crack the whip? So in other words, I can get to that ball. The ball's out front. I can get to it by turning my shoulders to get to it, or I can get to it, but the body braces and the hands whip out. So it's really more evidence of, did I brace up and give everything to the hands? Just like brace up to crack a whip, right? You can't crack it by just waving your arm around your head. At some point, you got to brace and transfer, right? So he does a good job of bracing, transferring, and turning over. But in a nutshell, and I said this on the other video, in a nutshell, we got to get a little more out of the back leg a little sooner. Got to stay a little more square, more tilted and less turned on the front side, right? More here, more tilted, less turned. But his bat path to the ball, this off the tee, is really, see how the barrel stays stacked on top of his hands? That's really a great path to the ball. And then his finish is beautiful, so the hand really finishes the throw. It's really nice. He still kind of cups, if you see right there. See, I can see the back of his hand with his glove. He's still cupping right there with his hand. Yeah, need to get out of that. But we talked, we went over all that with him.